making nice cream. And then I'm thinking we're gonna add some of these. So now we're just gonna let these ones cook and let these cool for a few minutes. And then I'm gonna ice them. We got our whipped cream. I had to whip it manually because my thing died. My little thing died. I added a little bit of whipping cream just to make it a little softer. So, yeah. So I just put them in the fridge. We got a few in there. We got 3 of these 4 rows. And then I have my last batch right here. I'm gonna ice them like I did with those ones. I'm gonna let them sit for a little longer though. And then I'm gonna put some sprinkles on them. I got a whole bunch of sprinkles. So yeah. Ta-da, they're all done and ready. I put them back on the tray because I don't really have anywhere big enough to put them. But they're all ready. I think I'm gonna set up a cooling rack right here and I'm gonna lay them all out so when the kids wake up. By the way, I'm an older sister, not a mom. Parents are at work. Once the kids wake up, they can have a cookie, have some breakfast, and they can go do whatever they're gonna do. So I finished setting up the first batch. We still got a lot of room on here. So I'm starting to ice our new ones, and then I'm putting them on this tray so that, because that tray is still hot, well, warm. So I'm putting them on the cool tray so the icing doesn't melt as quickly. I had to put some of those in the fridge. If they do, I have my plate ready to go and I have my spot. So I'm just getting this all set up. All right. So basically I just take the back of the spoon and I just put it on and I just rub it around. And there you go. Now, like, I won't be eating these because I am trying to eat healthier, but I have siblings and we have neighbors that love my baking. So I still bake, and unfortunately I do have a boyfriend who I cannot see right now because he is working and we live too far apart from each other right now. So he normally would love to have these, but unfortunately not this time. Now this video is obviously not gonna get many views, but I'm gonna try to start a baking thing, maybe cooking, I don't know, we're gonna have to see. It depends how well I do. Too much icing getting on my fingers. I don't know, like, icing to put for these ones. I did all of my favorite types. My favorite one is the chocolate sprinkles. I am such a chocolate fan. I think I'm gonna do gold sprinkles and those like crystal sprinkles this time. Cutting boards off limits. This little cat right there, she likes to get on that cutting board right there and she likes to lay on it. She was just about to jump on it, but then because I walked over there with the cookies, she got scared. That's not enough. Yeah, I love baking. brother's friends keep knocking on the door trying to see if he's awake yet. They're impatient. I keep telling them I'll just send him over when he wakes up, but they keep knocking at the door. They've been knocking since, I don't know what time is it? It's 10. They've been knocking, I'd say, since like 8 o'clock. It's a constant thing. Don't get me wrong, they're great kids, but we don't really like that they're knocking early in the morning. But we live with it. So those are the little kids are the ones that I tend to give little treats to. I love them, they're adorable. They're sweet. So I use the back of the spoon. I try not to get any on the inside of the spoon because you're not going to be able to really use that. Trying to do some cute little designs with the whipped cream. I'll show you the whipped, the icing. That's the back. So I decided to make some sugar cookies. I tend to get the mix from the dollar store because I don't have the time to be making the mix and I don't have the stuff to make the mix. These ones from the dollar store, they're $2.50 for a bag. And for a bag, depending on how you make them, I used my hands to make the balls because if you use an ice cream scoop, the ice cream scoops are too big. The babies, the fucking little ones, he's trying to ding dong ditch right now by knocking at the door. And I saw him through the window of the door. I still got a little bit of icing left, so I am gonna put that back in the container. I know it's like very little, but you can still use this stuff. So I used the whipped icing. I also got it from the dollar store. I pretty much used an entire container, except for a little bit. Obviously, it's getting really hard to take this off. I'm gonna get a spatula and clean that up. This is why I don't recommend using the ends of the spoon, because you can't get it all out. And then you have to deal with cleaning the ends on the spoon. Anyway, oops. So yeah, I'm gonna clean this up. And I'm gonna move you guys right over here so we can decorate those cookies. So I know you can't see my face. Here I am. I'm very sleep deprived. So I tried to do little designs on each of them. So let's see how that goes. So I think I'm gonna try this golden one. I'm gonna do some of these white ones. I think I might do some of these gold flakes. We do have like all these glitter ones right here. I'm not really gonna do these ones because I've used these before and they dyed the entire icing. And when people eat them, they dye their mouth. So I'm not really very hesitant on those ones. I know, white on white, not the greatest, but ooh, that was too much. I'm gonna take this one right here and I'm just gonna sprinkle some of this on that one right there. Okay. Like I said, those ones might die there. I haven't tried the gold ones. I've only done those colored ones. It's probably the same. Once again, too much. It comes out very quickly. Just gonna. They're not coming out too slowly, so I'm just gonna do my. Just gonna do a little bit more. That was a lot. I'm gonna just sprinkle a little bit more on this one, a little bit on this one, even it out. And then I'm gonna put the rest here. Okay, not looking too bad. I think we do have pink ball beads. I think I'm gonna use some of these. These ones haven't even been opened yet. Okay. Really quickly. Very bright. I think Autumn and her friend are gonna like this, which is my sister. I think I might do some stars, or should I do more chocolate ones? I don't know. I think I might do some more chocolate ones, yeah. I know they're like very bland and whatever. So I think these ones, yeah, these ones are smaller. So these are actually kind of different because these ones here, let me bring one over. These ones are bigger than these. So I guess they're kind of different, but they're the same in the end. That doesn't hurt. Try not to waste it in here. I don't want to waste our stuff. We live out in the country, so we don't go shopping for bacon splat that often. Very rarely. When I go to work, there's a Dollar Tree right near my work. And that is how I got my mixes and everything. Phoebe, hey. Phoebe, upstairs. Come on, let's go. My dog running away here. She's not allowed downstairs. Phoebe, come on. Come on. On the couch. Get. Anyway, I'm gonna put these on the cooling rack. I'm gonna turn you guys around while I put them on. And yeah. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna bring this all over. I might split them out, I don't know. We'll see how much they can hold. I think they can only hold so many, so I think I'm gonna have to keep doing what I'm doing here and do them here. Try not to touch the icing. Yeah, so if you notice these guys right here, yeah, they're definitely much more different than these ones. Much smaller. these ones are thicker and much smaller. So I guess we could say I use different icings, or not icings, sprinkles. Yeah, we have just enough room for the last 3. I'm gonna call these ones Barbie ones. They're so pink. Alright, there we go. That's my final match. Alright, I'm gonna clean up now.